Guess who's back? Back again. Just kidding. I changed because I got so dirty cleaning the garage and the shed and all the things. And obviously I'm too lazy to like edit these videos and just put them together, so there's just going to be a part 2. I can't emphasize enough, I do not get paid to do this, so I don't like to take a lot of time editing. Anyways, but I did want to continue kind of talking about friendships because I didn't quite get to finish. We had to run and grab some wood to do a shelf in our shed, and then had to go pick up the boys, and life got crazy. Anyways, back to friendships. I don't know if you guys have experienced fallouts with friends. Probably. I feel like it's a common thing. I feel like it's probably a very common thing with people that struggle with their mental health. Because I know people that do, and I've heard stories of them saying like that their friends didn't understand when they just didn't want to hang out, or when they couldn't hang out, or when people go into a depression, they don't oftentimes even want to get back to people that text them or whatever. So I think that if there was a common understanding among people with mental health issues, life would be a lot easier. But yeah, I think that that's the problem for me, is this person that I got in a fight with just was not capable of putting themselves in somebody else's shoes. And I told her that. And I opened up to her about some heavy stuff, and I feel like she used it against me. Like, instead of having compassion, I feel like she then started patronizing me and using that to make me feel stupid. And I'm not gonna lie, that's when I told her to F off. I since apologized for losing my temper and saying that, because that's not right, but it got me so angry, feeling patronized, however you say that. And I've never opened up to somebody and had them completely make me feel like I am in the wrong, like I am a bad person, like I need to suck it up, and it just was a nightmare. I literally was like, who is this person that I'm talking to? Like, I don't even know you. There's just zero compassion. And I just don't understand that. Because, sure, it's frustrating to have someone plan something with you and then flake. But, like, again, I didn't just not show up. I didn't even commit to going to the thing. And I said I wasn't feeling good, because I wasn't. Look at my neck. I'm flustered. My neck is literally like red. But I've never really been able to take crap from people without just wanting to tell them to F off, basically. Like, I will not let somebody put me down and not fight back. And I think it's a good quality in many ways, but it also bites me in the butt sometimes that I don't just suck it up and say, okay, like, she's in the wrong, but I'm just going to let her think that about me and whatever. I have a hard time not defending myself and not fighting back when I feel like someone is being rude to me. So But it's also hard for me when you're friends with a couple. And we had a big group of friends that we used to be friends with. We used to have this big group of friends. We were all BFFs. We all did everything together. We went camping together. We went on trips together. And some things happened in the group, and people started to fall away from the group because of one person in the group who was a narcissist and did some terrible things. We all kind of started to fall away from this person, but we all continued to stay friends. But the hard thing about having couple friends is I was finding, and I'm still finding, that when I am having a problem with one of the people, their spouse will end up calling my husband and complaining about me. And it just literally reminds me of like 3rd grade. I don't understand why as adults we cannot go to each other and talk to each other. But Andrew would literally have friends calling him and complaining about me that whatever, that I wasn't showing up to stuff or whatever. And he was like, I don't care. Like, why are you calling me? She can do whatever she wants to do. He even told our friends, like, I'm jealous that if she doesn't want to go to something, she doesn't go. Like, she doesn't feel like she has to show up. Because my husband feels obligated. He's a people pleaser, and he feels like he has to make everybody happy. And that ends up affecting our relationship. Because, you know, sometimes he'll put other people first. And he's getting a lot better. But anyways, I feel like in life, if we are going to have friends, if it's important to you to have friends, it's not important to me. I literally do not care to have friends. To me, okay, I don't know if I would completely say that. I don't care to have friends that I hang out with. I have my few friends from high school and stuff like that I Marco Polo like weekly. And we vent to each other and we talk to each other about life and that's enough for me. That's honestly great for me because I don't have to put in this time going and hanging out all the time, and because that's exhausting for me. Mentally, that's hard for me. So I like the few close friends and sister-in-laws that I have that we chat and talk about life and vent. And hi, Bobby. I'm doing a YouTube video. Look at my neck right now, you guys. Just ignore it. I'm stressed. Hi, say hi.
Hi, but where's my wallet?
Oh, I think... Oh, you know what? I put that one in Dean's room. Ow. Trying to move to a different room. I literally have to like move throughout the house. I'm gonna go downstairs. But it's raining outside. Anyways, do you like how unprofessional this video is? Anyways, I'm just gonna set it up right here. Oh, maybe right here. Woo! Well, hopefully it stays. Anyways, yeah, that's enough for me to have my few close girlfriends that I talk to on Marco Polo, and I don't need more than that. Like I said, I don't honestly really like to hang out with women. I just don't really. It's just kind of stressful to me, and I struggle with my OCD. Like I said, I struggle. It's so hard because I am such an extrovert, but my OCD makes me introverted. And because I'm so overwhelmed in my brain all the time, it's just extra work to hang out with people. And so, honestly, on a Friday night, I want to sit by myself. Like, this is my typical Friday night that I love. Like, we either get some food or just eat in. My kids they just watch shows. I watch my show. We all just like veg out. Like, that's what we all want to do. That's what my family wants to do on a Friday night. Like, we all just are tired from the week. We just veg out. We eat. We sit there and watch shows, movies. Like, that's what I want to do on a Friday night. I don't want to go hang out. Like, I'm not 20 anymore. I'm an old woman, I guess. But it's not important to me. So if you do want friends in life, I feel like it is important to find people that understand you, your personality, and if you struggle with mental health issues, if they understand it. Like, they need to understand that, because if you struggle with depression, if you struggle with mental health issues, sometimes you just don't want to show up. Oftentimes, you want to be invited. You want to feel included. Well, not me. I actually don't even want to be invited, to be honest, because then people are just going to get mad at me. So I don't even want to be invited. And in fact, I told this friend that. I said, don't invite me to anything, please, because I can't live up to your expectations of a perfect friend. So, no! Go, I'm making a YouTube video! Can't get away. They're coming. Oh my gosh, they're gonna get me. No, I can't. I'm filming my YouTube video. Anyways, so yeah, it's a really sad thing when people you consider friends make you feel like terrible people. And I know nobody can make you feel a certain way, but they kind of can. That's how I felt. That's how I felt that she was, and I don't think she was trying to, well, I don't know, actually. It kind of seemed like she was trying to make me feel bad, but I just think it's okay to move on from friendships. It's totally okay. There are so many people in the world that if a friendship is not working for you, and if they are not understanding, and if they are not bettering your life, and by bettering, I mean, it's not like you're never going to go through hard things with your friend and whatever, but I mean, if they are making you feel guilty, if they are putting more stress in your life and criticizing you and stuff like that, like, cut them off. Bye. You just don't need that. And friends should be a bonus. Friends should lift you up. Friends should not be competitive with you. I've also had a friend that was kind of forced on me that was very competitive with me. And it was extremely toxic for me. Because I naturally, when someone tries to compete with me, I naturally kind of compete. Sometimes I don't care, but so friendships that are competitive, I cut those off too, because it is just not healthy. Like, when I think of my best friends and the people that are the closest to me, like, they are encouraging. They want the best for me. I want the best for them. Stanley, go, please. I'm doing my video. You guys, it's impossible to do anything with children. You just can't. But yeah, I don't have much more to say besides letting people know that it is okay. Okay, you know what? We're gonna go in the closet. I'll address him in a minute. I really just want to finish my video. I'm not just... Anyways. So here we are, locked in the closet. But yeah, I just want people to know that it's okay to move on from friendships. It's okay to cut people off. It's okay to set boundaries. And if people don't like it, goodbye. Like, life is too short to try to please everyone, to try to constantly explain who you are, and, you know, why you are who you are. Like, if you tell people that you're going through something hard and they don't respond well, I think that that's a huge sign. In fact, I saw something the other day that said something, it was like a meme that said, the way people respond to your sadness shows a lot about how long they're going to be in your life. And I thought that was so true, because that's exactly what happened to me in this situation. Is after I had opened up about everything, this friend just had no empathy. It was just like, well, you're still a flake, and you still, like, completely bypassing why I don't always show up. Like, it was just like, well, you still didn't show up to my movie night and I had to spend money. It was all about her. It wasn't about, and I don't even know what the money was, to be honest. Like, I just don't feel like a cheese tray is that expensive. Like, I just didn't get it. It just, to me, was like, that's what you're worried about? Like, you're not worried about all the stuff I just told you that I'm struggling with? Like, that's what you're worried about. So, there are plenty of friends that you can meet. You can always make new friends. Always. I know it might seem like it's hard, but you just got to open yourself up to opportunities and more socializing. But there, you can always make new friends. So if your friends are toxic in any way, not understanding, not empathetic, cut them off. Like, life is too short. So learn from me and my mistakes. But yeah, that's all. I just, yeah, that's all. And I will share another story. Look at the lines in my head. Like, I hate aging, you guys. I hate getting older. Getting older and constantly having stress. I just feel like I just am looking like an old woman. Anyways. Something else happened too with another one of my friends, and I don't know how much detail I want to go into, but basically Andrew and I went out of our way, Andrew's my husband, to be extremely nice to this friend and go help her out with something. And this friend ended up totally throwing it in our face, and blaming us for something that we didn't do when we were going out of our way to help. And in that situation, I was like, I'm done. Like, and it wasn't just that, it was other things over time, but I realized, like, this is why I don't hang out with this person a lot, is because I get these feelings when I'm around them, like this rage inside of me that I, like, want to scream, because I just feel like this person just constantly blames, and it's, again, another not super healthy friendship. And so another one that I've had to kind of cut off because it's just not healthy. So, and I'm totally okay with it. Honestly, it's a relief for me, to not have to be friends with people I don't want to be with. So, anyways, I hope this helps somebody out there just stand up for yourself. Don't let people walk all over you. You don't have to be mean about it, but, you know, I think it's good to stand up for yourself in life and not let people walk all over you, because some people will use and abuse you, and you don't have to be a jerk, but you can set boundaries and you can stand up for yourself. And you can say no. Don't feel like you have to say yes. It's good to serve. I truly believe in serving others and doing what you can. But if you don't feel like you can do something, say no. no, I'm sorry, I can't at this time. Maybe another time. So, that's all. I'm no expert. I'm no doctor. I just... yeah. And the thing is, I feel like I have been told that I was told by this friend that we had a huge fallout, that I'm the problem, that I am the problem in multiple of these friendships that have fallen out. And the funny thing to me about that, her saying that, was because she said, what's the common denominator in all of these 3 friendships that you've had fallouts with? And I remember thinking to myself, well, they're all also friendships that were forced on me that I didn't really want because our husbands were friends and we were kind of forced to be friends as the women. And I mean, I truly did like a couple of the girls and wanted to make it work, but it just didn't. But I don't know. I thought that was really rude. That I'm the common denominator problem. And whatever. To me, it's like, if it's a friendship that I don't want and that's forced on me, sure, I'll take the credit that it didn't work out because I didn't want it to work out. I didn't make an effort. I didn't put in enough time and effort to make it work because I didn't really care. So, anywho, I've got to end this. I've got to go take care of Stanley. But I hope you all have a great weekend. Feel free to message me. I did end up apologizing to that girl about freaking out and telling her to F off. And I did try to tell her, like, I think it's important in relationships to have empathy and try to be understanding of each other. And especially when you struggle with your mental health or physical health. I struggle with both. I deal with chronic pain and I deal with OCD. And let me tell you, it is debilitating. Like, I'm honestly surprised that I can function as well as I do. Because I literally could lay in bed all day and not get out of bed easily. So I just want people to be more empathetic of others. And I will probably constantly talk about that. Or even sympathetic. Like, I know it's hard to have empathy when you haven't gone through something hard or the same thing. But just sympathy or compassion. You know, it's not that hard to just say, I'm so sorry you're not feeling good. What can I do? Or we'll miss you. Or I hope you feel better. And honestly, most people are like that. But there are some, I feel like, that they just think about themselves. And yeah. Cut them off. Goodbye. Anywho. Okay, y'all. Have a good weekend.